shit to me, right?
No.
But you have to. But she can have your phone number, but I can't.
Right.
And that makes sense to you.
Right.
Does that make sense
If
to you?
you have any problems, you can call the office. You have the number to the office?
Yeah,
Oh,
but
yeah.
everybody has Scott's number when he was in management. Okay. Now,
Do you have
if she
Scott's
is
number?
just a bookkeeper, why do you come by here?
Because I was asked to
By who?
to do the park.
By Maria.
From Ann. I was
Ann.
asked to monitor the park for the next.
You were
couple of
asked to
days.
slow down and look up my driveway?
Yours and a lot of other ones.
She says to stop and look at mine.
And a lot of other ones.
I wonder why she singles us out.
And a lot of other ones.
Look, it's just like
It's
this.
bullshit is what it is.
If there's a complaint sent to the office, it has to be looked at.
Well, they're
Hey,
real
listen,
selective on everything. They're real selective.
Regardless if it's legit or not, it has to be looked at and it has to be justified.
Yes.
If it's wrong,
Okay.
If it's wrong, then there's no problems.
But does it make sense that selected tenants
it's
here
not selected.
get the phone numbers to management and some don't? Does that make sense to you?
It's not selected.
Okay, then why won't she give me her phone number?
That's her personal phone number. She's not.
It's not
there's
a work
nothing-
phone number.
However, if Maria has it, however Maria got it.
Maria gets Alex's number in Oklahoma. She gets everybody's number.
I know that, man.
It's crazy.
I know that.
It's crazy. Since day one when we moved in here, she complained the very next day saying we had a 14-year-old boy living here. And it started from there.
And it's gonna
crazy.
continue,
Anybody who
man.
moves in here, she says that how terrible of people me and my mom are, that we do drugs, we sell drugs, we do all this crap. And it's just crazy that some people get special treatment and some people don't.
Like I said, I understand that's how you feel, and
That's not how I feel. It's reality.
you have every right to do.
This
whatever
bitch took
she's
me to
doing.
court trying to get a restraining order on me, saying that I tried to run her over, that I throw dog shit on her lawn, that my mom throws dog shit on her lawn. My mom followed her to the store and tried to run her over. The judge didn't buy into none of it.
I agree. But again, let me just say, if you have anything you have a problem with, you contact the office, and we're going to look into it.
I have a problem with her driving up the street at 20 miles an hour
That's her job.
and slowing down to 2 miles an hour at my driveway and looking at my driveway.
She was asked.
No, you want me to tell you what happened? You guys can lie all you want to. Maria called her
How do you
and
figure I'm
said,
lying?
well, you might be sincere about you telling the truth, but she knows better. I know better. Maria called her saying, I'm working on my car. That bitch calls for everything.
Okay.
And so you came driving by my driveway. You didn't drive anywhere else. I
Okay,
stood over
so
here and watched. You drove up and down my street.
What's
That
the
was it.
harm?
Because I came from other
No,
streets.
because Maria called you. You can lie all you
What
want.
was your name, Bernard?
Okay.
Marty.
Marty, I'm Daryl.
Hey, Daryl.
What's the
I'm not
problem?
mad at anybody.
What's the
I just
problem?
the
with
problem is
stopping?
her special treatment, her being able
Listen.
to call and make all these calls. I don't have her phone number, but Maria does. I don't have Alex's phone number, but Maria does.
I don't have Alex's phone number. I don't
You
have
can get it
Ann's
if you
phone
ask somebody.
number. Well,
Real simple. I know that too.
I guess if I asked the
Sure
right
you
person,
could.
I could, but
Sure you
I have
could.
no reason for it.
So what singles certain people out that you're supposed to check up their driveways? I don't understand.
It was called. There was a complaint.
Of course there was. Of course there was. Now we're getting to some bottom of the facts here.
We already know that.
We
If
already
there's
know
a
that.
complaint-
She knows it. She can lie about it. I know it. You know it.
If there's a complaint, it's going to go to the office. The office.
And it goes where? To her?
It goes to the office.
How far is it going to go when it hits her? She obviously is listening to
It went
Maria's
straight to
bullshit
Ann.
already.
It went straight to Ann.
Oh, now Maria calls Ann?
No, I called Ann.
It went to the office.
Okay, why don't you just tell me the truth from the beginning? Now you're starting to tell the truth.
Because I was told from Ann that I don't have to explain myself to you.
Just to me. Other tenants you do.
To anybody. I don't have to explain. If I drive by their driveway and look in, it's not against the law. I'm not breaking any rules.
Okay, there's a meeting coming up this Sunday again
Yeah,
with a
we'll
lady,
talk
an
about
advocate
that.
for the tenants, and we'll see how this all works.
Okay.
We'll see.
Mhm.
Ann McKenna thinks that she's got it, and what she says is golden, and it's not.
Okay.
Ann McKenna has been overstepping her boundaries for so long, and so is this park with
Well,
everybody.
these are your opinions.
No, these are facts.
Okay.
When she came up on my driveway and yanked my curtain that I hung up,
Here, Ann, you can listen to him.
totally out of line when she did that.
Mm-hmm.
Totally out of line.
Okay. But
When Scott came up and looked in boxes on my driveway, you can't do that. You can't go up on people's driveways just because you think you're God. You can't do that. And we'll see. We'll see. It's getting better. The last meeting wasn't bad. This meeting will be better, and it'll progressively get better
Okay.
to where people realize that they're not above and beyond everybody else.
Okay.
But listen, Marty, nobody's. Well, I'm not going to say nobody's picking you out.
Sure
But
they are. You know they are.
At the office, it is not. It is. It has to be looked at. Once it's looked at, then
They don't want anybody who puts them up a little bit, who's not going to go with their bullshit. They don't want that person here. You know how many 7-day eviction notices we have had because that bitch calls Alex and says, I'm doing this, I'm doing that. No facts, no truth in it, and they give me a 7-day eviction notice. Totally unfounded.
And what happened to that?
Nothing. They're just a bunch of bark is what they are.
Okay.
Because they really can't follow through with it because it's illegal. I haven't done shit. I have a place where I take my car and work on my car for the last year. And I don't even work on my car here. It's here right now.
Yeah.
I don't even go near it. If I make a noise out there, it's because I'm working on stuff for my house. I've redone the floors, the doors, I've done so much work to this house, the countertops, the kitchen cabinets. What this house was and what it is now, 5 years ago for what it is now, is a totally different house. You know, and if I go out there and start a power tool, I get a call and someone like this comes by and looks up my driveway. But yet Alex can buy a house over there illegally that he paid 10 grand for or 5 grand for from the poor guy Angelo. And management isn't supposed to buy property. Management is not supposed to kick somebody out, then buy the property, then resell it. And it's not the first one that he's done. All this shit is going to come to a halt. Promise you. You can sit there as cocky as you want to. This is all going to come to a halt. Till you don't have to tell me nothing. You don't have to say shit to me. You're wrong.
Okay.
You're wrong.
Okay.
Why do you think Scott quit the next day on the last meeting?
Scott who?
Okay, we're going to play that game.
No.
What mean Scott who?
Scott has never quit.
Oh, really?
Mm-hmm.
The next day we went in, they said he quit.
No, nobody's told you he quit. From
Sure
the
they did.
office.
Sure they did.
It would have
told you
been
that.
me then that would have told you that.
Well, I don't know what to believe coming out of your mouth. You lie and then you don't, then you lie, then you
Well,
don't. So what's the
I
truth?
haven't lied about anything to you.
Oh, you haven't yet?
No, I
Okay.
haven't.
I'll go back and look at this video. I'm pretty sure you've lied about 3 times already.
Okay.
So, or contradicted yourself. If you want to call that a lie, that's what I call a lie.
Okay.
Okay.
And Marty, if they say, "Hey, come out and take a look at your property," I'm going to come out and take a look.
Right. You're
sit
going to
down.
call me and ask me when you can come take a look. You're not going to come on my property without asking me.
If there's a legit reason,
If there's a gas leak, electrical fire,
That
something
would
like
be-
that, I understand.
If-
Because some bitch complains about it, you're not coming on my property. I'll tell you that right now.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? That's
Yeah. See.
there's rules and regulations for everybody, including Ann McKenna. So that's true. You can laugh all you want, Ann, but that's the God's honest truth. And we'll see. Sunday's another meeting, and it's going to get better and better for us. Tired of all this crap.
Okay.
No problem. Thanks for
Right,
being cordial and sensible.
Not a problem. Not a problem.
Too bad she's not,
It's okay.
and too bad Ann McKenna's not. But
Just listen.
it's bullshit.
It is.
Am I lying about any of this stuff? Not one freaking